And welcome to our interview with the one and only Ma'am Isabel Litada. And today we're going to ask her questions about her effective communication as a 21st literature teacher. So, hello Ma'am Isabel, how are you today?
I'm very, very fine. Thank you.
So, how was teaching today?
I'm kind of exhausted because I have a full schedule, but
Oh, yeah.
nonetheless, it's okay.
Okay. So I hope you are good today. And today we're gonna ask you 5 questions, and they are based on your major as a 21st teacher. Actually, at the trivia, she is our 21st literature teacher. So yeah. So for our first question, what does effective communication mean to you as a literature teacher?
Okay, I prepared for that question. I actually have my notes. Is it okay?
Yeah,
if I read
yeah,
it? Okay.
of course.
So for me, effective communication means conveying complex literary ideas and concepts in a clear, engaging, and accessible way so that students can grasp and appreciate what I'm discussing.
Yes.
So this also involves dialogue. You need to approach your students, check on them if they're still listening or not, give them situational context where they can reflect and relate on, and also encourage them for critical thinking skills. So sharing of ideas somehow make our discussion effective, and I can say that communication is evident during those discussions.
Yeah, it's very evident, especially when she teaches us, so it's very credible. So for our second question,
Okay.
how do you make sure your students understand the lessons clearly? This is especially important because sometimes we have students who are not listening and whatever. So how do you do it?
As you can see in our classroom, I used to do follow-up questions, comprehensive check questions like, which part are we already discussing? So the students will gain their attention back into the screen or onto their textbook. And another is that I used to give follow-up quizzes, activities that will help them to recall the information that they have studied on the material. And then I also I also use visual age. You can definitely attest to that. And I always impose videos before and after the discussion so that they will be more able to understand what the lesson is all about.
Yeah, that's true. She always surprises us with special quizzes and surprise quizzes that we always get shocked. But it's okay because it's part of learning anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
So for the third question, what are the common barriers to communication you experience in class, especially in humility, of course, since we're like 49? So what are the barriers you
Yes.
experience in this class?
Okay, common barriers to communication. Probably number one is the personal differences. We cannot guarantee that all of the students here are active learners. Some of them are, when we're kidding, we call it as the boom panes.
Yes. It's very iconic.
But, sorry, lambing lang yun. Ano po, yan. And the other one, language barrier, some of the students are unfamiliar with the vocabulary words. So it's quite challenging to teach them some concepts that they haven't tackled way before. And then the other one is their lack of prior knowledge. Let's say I introduce this topic and some of the students doesn't even know what this topic is all about. Like it's their first time to encounter this. So sometimes it causes barriers in the discussion.
Yeah, it's very evident, especially in this subject, because not all of them are aware of what's happening right now. Like they're always like on their phones, but they're not like checking the news and stuff.
More on TikTok.
So those are the common barriers that she experiences as a teacher.
Yeah.
So for our fourth question, how do you adjust your communication style for different types of learners, which you said in your previous answer about the different types of students and whatever?
Okay, so the way I adjust, as you can see, I use different instructional materials. Not all the time that I integrate videos. Sometimes I let you listen to music, I let you see images, I let you read the textbook. So differentiated instruction for students must be there because they have their varied learning needs. So that's it.
Yeah, it's very evident. I know I keep saying it's very evident, but it's very true what she says because she's really a good teacher. Yeah, the best. So for our fifth question, and this is the last.
Okay.
How important is feedback in achieving effective communication in literature classes?
Okay, so feedback is the most important. As you can see, one of the feedback that you are actually receiving in my class is during examination. Whenever I give you open-ended questions and then you you write down your ideas. Usually I check it personal and then I leave some comments there. Feedback is really important because it helps the students understand their strengths and areas for improvement, and also this allows my teaching to be more natural and the communication style to better meet the students' needs. So feedback during your examination is one of the evident practices that I'm doing in my class.
Yeah, it's very special. What she always writes is always like good job and wow. Like I really love
With the
it.
emojis.
Yeah. So that's the end for our question. Again, thank you, Ma'am Isabel, and thank you for watching. Hi everyone, it's me. As the one who interviewed Mom Isabel personally, and also as her subject being the 21st century literature, it can be hard to understand sometimes, but with Mom Isabel's techniques, it can be helpful to us to understand the subject much better. So Mom Isabel's techniques is the use of visual aids, and I can say it definitely helps, but I know most teachers do it, but it can, with a subject hard like the 21st century literature to understand, it's definitely more easier to understand. And one of my favorite techniques of Mom Isabel is having seat works about some words that are hard, and you gotta find the meaning of it. So, and you also need to use it in an example sentence. It definitely help you understand the wordings much better, and it can help you understand the lesson more better. You need effective communication in your personal professional life because it builds strong relationships, avoids misunderstanding. Your work would be more efficient. It would solve your problems more easily, and it will show professionalism and also enhances teamwork. So in short, effective communication is key to success in any job because it keeps workplace organized, respectful, and professional.
During the interview, I noticed that the seven C's were applied very well, especially Muhammad's strategy for communicating with Ma'am, leading it into a well-functioned and clarified interview. Ma'am Isabel's answers were also very concise, and there were also verbal and non-verbal cues during the interview. Lastly, there were slight barriers during the interview because Hammond seems to be stuttering at first, but overall, the interview was great. As for the insights, I agree that communication is an important skill for the professionals because it builds strong relationships to both sender and receiver. I also learned that it is very important for a professional to stay being professional and be an active listener. I promise that I will practice more about the seven C's so that I can apply it better to my future career or interactions. Lastly, I must also be careful of the nonverbal cues because it is really powerful and can affect how the message can be received. That's all. Thank you.
I realize that communication is really important in knowing myself and understanding others. It helps me to know about the things like the speech content, the seven C's, and the barriers. It helps me talk respectfully. In personal life, communication builds teamwork and confidence. I also realize it's not just about talking and listening to others. I'll use these lessons to communicate better and connect with the people in the future.
From our interview, I realized how important communication is in professional life. It helps us build a good character in our professional lives, and it helps us prevent misunderstanding and allows us to express our ideas more clearly. Communication skills can help me success in my future careers and when working with others or presenting my thoughts through others.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one.